sir, it's in hand. Everything's under control, being organized like clockwork. Nothing left to chance.
Everything's under control, is it?
Okay, so here's the big question. Where has Tina been all week? Why has Tina been out of touch with everyone? Well, Tina's going through a little bit of medical issues. Nothing serious. It's all routine. Not going to get into it. But the nurse was just in, and it's, like I said, routine. I'm not going to get into what it's over, but that's where I've been. But the pre-care that I've had to go through has made me feel kind of sick. It's made me feel not good. So I've just been kind of not doing a lot of socializing. I've not been permitted to eat for more than 72 hours. So that's been a little rough, and it's made me tired. It's made me nauseous. It's, whatever. So, but yeah, I'm all decorated. Yay me. It took them 3 tries to get it. So this arm, beautiful little bruise. So anyway, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup, and I just piled my hair on top of my head, no jewelry, you know the drill. So anyhow, that's why I'm here. I'm fine. Like I said, this is purely routine because I'm over 40, or at least they think so. I've been trying to convince them that I'm 25 and holding. They're not believing me. So I'm going to just chill and hang here, but I thought I would let everybody know why I was not available this week. And the thing is when I come out of the anesthesia, I'm not going to feel well. I know this. I know me. And it makes me feel like I have a really bad headache, and they can do something about the headache, but when they send me home, I will be going home today. I'm not going to feel good. I'm going to be tired, and I'm just going to want to sleep for a few days. So if I've been out of touch this week, that's why. I did leave a message on my Facebook that says I'm unavailable till the weekends. I just didn't want to get into why. It's not a big deal. So just so you know, this is not an emergency. It is not a crisis. There is nothing seriously wrong with me. This is purely routine. But because I haven't been to a doctor in about a decade, they're going to do several things all at once. So I'm here. I'm doing the thing. And when I leave, I'll probably avoid doctors again like a plague. So, all right. I'll see you after. Okay, so I just came out of anesthetic. I'm Remy. I'm sorry about my appearance. I'm tired, but they're gonna let me go home. I amazingly don't have a headache. But I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna eat something because I haven't eaten in 3 days. But they said that I am perfectly normal. So I think that we can establish that I'm healthfully normal, but we all know that I'm not normal. So, but I'm perfectly healthy. Everything came out fine. So done and done. And I'm gonna go home and sleep, and I'll probably see you on the next video clip. I may not even remember taking this clip because, as you can tell, I'm really, really rummy and very loopy and really dehydrated. So, but I'm good as gold. I knew I was. So, thanks for having this weird little adventure with me, huh? Well, good morning. So it's been about, excuse me, a week since my visit to the hospital. And what happened, I figured it would, is my intolerance to anesthesia. It's not life-threatening to use it for me, but what it does is it really messes with my head for 3 or 4 days. I have, from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and part of Sunday, I have no memory of those days. And it just makes you feel really sick, and I wasn't allowed to eat for 3 days prior to going into that procedure. But long story short, I'm perfectly healthy. I'm fine. I knew that I would be. I knew that that's what they would figure out. But anyhow, I'm done with that and on to bigger, brighter things. So today I'm on my way into town because I'm starting a new project for my house. I'm building like every grand permanent home I think should have, and I'm very old-fashioned. I'm building a dollhouse, a 1 to 12 scale dollhouse. It's going to take me probably a couple years to do, but bit by bit. Today I am going into town to the post office because my package came in and they gave me a package slip instead of sticking it in the box. I guess the box is too big to put in the, the mailbox, I guess. But I had ordered some of the dolls for the dollhouse, but okay, so since everyone else does it, now for the proverbial cheesy unveiling of what's in this package. It was not packaged very well. Uh-oh, did not mean to drop that. Wow. Oh my God, those are so cute. These are made of porcelain and they're from Melody Jane in the UK. And I have, I think, 3 or 4 more dolls coming. But this is a family, one of. This is so cute. Oh my God, they are adorable. I love this. Wow. Okay, well this part came. Yay! Now we gotta wait for the rest. It's one of those things that's really neat because you can build them up, change them. Dollhouses are never finished. They're a project that once you start them, they're just a lot of fun, and when your grandkids get old enough, they mess with it, and they change it, and they add their little bits to it, and change the doll's clothing style, you know, whatever. It's a lot of fun, but I had one for my daughter, and I've made miniatures for a long time. It's just something that I do for a hobby, especially when I have a lot of thinking to do. I have to keep my hands busy, so it gives me something to do. I tried the whole knitting and crocheting thing, and I'm really bad at that. I'm really bad. I can crochet okay, but I'm not great. Like, I can make granny squares and chain and do basic things. But I like to make miniatures, miniature furniture, miniature pieces, I use all kinds of mediums, wood, clay, whatever. I can do all kinds of stuff. But I wanted to build one for my home, and it occurred to me that I did not have my own. I've built them for other kids. I've done miniatures for loads of other little people. And I have a very special little tiny person in my life, and I just adore her to the moon and back. And so I've been making her miniatures for her dollhouse. And it occurred to me that I don't have any that I've kept for myself, none. I don't have my own dollhouse. I've never had my own dollhouse. I've always made things. And so I was just like, you know what? This little monkey, she's so sweet. She just inspired me just to build my own, because my children are adults now. They're going to start having children. I'm going to eventually have grandkids. I do have one already. He's like almost 2 years old. But it just occurred to me that I want to do this for myself. And dollhouses are one of those things that you put in a home, they stay in the home, and generation after generation of kids play with them. And they're just a lot of fun. You want to keep little girls happy? Sit them in front of a dollhouse that has tons of stuff in it. They will keep themselves busy, mark my words. But so that's the project I'm doing. I'm on my way into town. But at the same time, I've had a little bit of a distressing week. Me and my daughters often say that it's not been a banner day until a Woodworth woman has cheesed somebody off. Well, I must just be doing it in spades this week, and I don't mean to, and I've been home all week. There's the irony. But in the last week, I'm just like, when you spend time away and time alone and you're not out in the public and you're not being super social, I haven't been very social this week, I've just had too much going on, you really hear what people think and what people say when you're not there. And so every now and again, you know, I've always told my kids, let God weed your garden of friends. And because you find out what people really think when you're away for a while, because then you just kind of fade off into the ether for a little bit. But in the last week, I have been called naive, gullible, childish, and strangely intimidating. I'm not intimidating. I don't have a confidence problem. There's a big difference between someone who's intimidating and someone who doesn't have a confidence problem. And the other problem is I got called naive, and the reality is I was referred to as that because I don't say everything that I know. I don't feel the need to prattle on about stuff that frankly doesn't need to be gossiped or talked about. When I don't agree with something, and I know that if I say something it'll probably cause an argument, I just won't say it. So when you come across as you just don't really know anything, or you don't say anything, you kind of get called naive or childish, or if you don't have the same understanding as the people around you, or you just cannot agree with what they're saying. And that's okay, because I love them anyway. I absolutely just love them anyway. And I understand, but I also understand that they don't know everything about me. That's okay, but I found it very interesting, because I am not naive by no stretch of anybody's imagination. I don't care who you are. It's just one of those things. So you don't take it personally, you just kind of take it in stride. But I'm trying to do a lot of revamp, repair, and a lot of damage control, which is why I've not been very social this last couple weeks. And we've had a couple of things happen in our family that nothing you can't bounce back from. It's going to be fine, but I don't know. It's just been a weird couple of weeks, but just love everybody. I guess the bottom line is, no matter what people say about you, regardless how they mean it, be merciful. You know, forgiveness is divine, but at the same time, set healthy boundaries. Set those boundaries and just say, you know, this is not appropriate, this is not kind, or this is not true. Set those boundaries down. And so the problem is in what I do, I'm bound by confidentiality laws. So I don't have the right or the ability sometimes to say what I think, because it's not appropriate. It's not, so you just kind of have to suck it up. So I do that a lot. And it's fine, it does get to me, but at times I'm just like, no, I'm good. You know, whatever. It just, you roll with it. But love people. I guess there's the bottom line. One of my friends, she says at the end of all of her videos, love your family, hug your kids, call your mom and dad. She just goes down this list of love, and I love that she does that. She goes down this list of love, and same thing, call your family, hug your kids, tell them you love them, because the reality is we're never promised tomorrow. We know that. But, you know, live each day to the fullest. Do things that are fun. Like for me, crafting and doing silly stuff like that is fun. That may not be fun for you. It frankly bores my son to death, but everybody has that one thing that just they really love to do. One of my other kids, he's does snow machines and motocross and all those other things, and he always says, find what you love and let it kill you. Now, I don't recommend you let it kill you. The problem is what he does really can kill him. He's one of these boys, and he can take a snow machine off of a big ramp and flip it in the air a couple times and land it beautifully and keep going. He can do the same thing with a motorcycle, and I just bump those. But find what you love and just do that. Find joy in every single day. You just find joy in every single day. So I like to tie into projects that are long term. I like to tie into friendships that are long term. But neither of those things are permanent. So I don't know if you're the praying type of person that watches this, but pray every day. Find out what God wants you. I woke up very irritated this morning. I'm very stressed about something that I know that I can't do a lot about. And so it's one of those decisions that you just decide, okay, I'm going to leave it in God's hands today. So when you get up in the morning, before your feet hit the floor, just pray and just put everything in God's hands. You can't let it stress you out. If you have to do damage control, do the damage control. But never give up ground that God has given you. And that's where I had to remember this morning that the ground I have been given, God gave me that ground, and I'm not going to give it up. But it does mean I'm going to have to do a little bit of damage control. So it is what it is, and I'm going to have a good day. When I'm done doing this, I'm going to go home, and I have to teach my son how to use some computer programs. He's got to learn some certain computer skills for a job. So I'm really hoping that he gets the job. He's one of 4 applicants. But whether he gets it or not, these are skills he needs to learn. So we're going to go home, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to teach him some cool stuff. And the other thing I want to tie into that I do is I'm a writer, which I've mentioned before. And I need to start editing my own books. I've written a few, and they're literally at the stage of needing hard edits. So I need to do some ferocious hard editing to them and perfect them before I publish them. Because one of them has been done for 4 years and I just haven't done anything with it. And I need to because it's important. It's a niche book. It's not something that everybody's just going to run out and buy. It's for a certain set of people that are into that sort of thing. But I just need to get back to a lot of things. And my time management has really been bad because I've just been busy. I spend 6 to 8 hours a day on a phone, and I really hate being on the phone all the time, especially when I have so many other things I need to do. But sometimes being on the phone is also my job. So if I'm on the phone because it's job related, that's different. It's not just, yammering off my head for no apparent reason. But just trying to make some changes, trying to get my time management back under control, trying to get my schedule back under control, and trying to make room for things that I love, hobbies that I enjoy. I haven't done them in a long time. My cloak project is still underway. I've got 500 more beads to sew on it. So I pick it up every now and then and just sew a few here, sew a few there, and eventually it'll be finished. But it is so stunning. It is so beautiful. I'm so proud of that. So at some point I will cobble together the entire video for that. It's been ongoing for a year. So anyway, just wanted to come on here and give you all an update of what's going on, and that's pretty much the long and short of it. And it's getting foggy. Good times. All right, I will talk to you guys later, and I will see you on the next.